myself dreaming it's over and gone, like a scene from a movie that
Hello everyone, welcome to Wednesday's vlog. It is 20 past 8 and we are out because I've got an appointment to get this off at 9 o'clock, so yeah, I'm excited for that. So yeah, I'm pleased that I'm getting it off and I can use both my hands again. So yeah, so that's the reason why we're out, and it's good hope that we're going to, and yeah, and I'll tell you how it goes, like either when I'm there or after, so yeah, I will let you know either way. But yeah, and I will let you know when I get home how I feel. So yeah, I will let you know that. And it's pretty cold today, like freezing cold today. But yeah, as you can see, we are on the way. So yeah, we're doing that. So is there anything else to say? Because all that needs updating you really is that we're going to hospital to get my cast off. So yeah, and hopefully it's done the trick, which I think it has, because I'm able to move it without pain. So yeah, don't know what else to really say. If I remember anything, I will let you know, but until then I will see you in the well, this is what's we're out and about then. And then that's where we are. So that's what's happening. And if I remember anything, I will let you know. But until I know more about having this off and other information, I don't know what to tell you, and I don't really want to tell you how I feel at the moment because I'd rather focus on this. So yeah, if I remember anything to tell you, I will let you know, and I will vlog again. But all there is to tell you is about having this off, and yeah. So I will see you in the following clip with possibly loads more information or whatever. So yeah, see you in the following clip, because I can't remember what else to tell you. So yeah. Hello everyone. I'm back, and as you can see, I'm in new pyjamas. And when I got there, I went into walked to the treatment centre, treatment and orthopaedic centre, and I then got called, and and then I went in, had a chat with the doctor, because my wrist is still hurting. He said the good treatment is to keep the cast on for another 10 days, and then the splint will work then. So I then had to have a new plaster on because of the swelling going down. It was loose, so I had to go to the plaster room and have another one put on, which is not so thick this time. Yep, and it is pink again to match my hair. So yeah, that's what happened. And then we've come home and had some breakfast, and I'm going to be doing loads of videos for you guys today, and singing videos and everything, and probably December favourites. So yeah, December favourites. Yeah, and it's gonna be likely, I've started my antibiotics today, but it is gonna be likely that I'm gonna end up at Good Hope again on Friday due to the kidney infection, because it's so far. I know it's only been a couple of hours, but so far it's not improving, because she said if it doesn't improve within 48 hours, which is Friday, I've got to go back to the hospital to discuss why it isn't working. So yeah, because I'm in severe pain, which I thought I was going to end up in A&E again today, but I didn't, thank God. But hopefully I don't end up in A&E on Friday, but can't help it if I do, because I'm in so much severe pain. It's just unbelievable. So yeah, once I've ate my sandwich, I've got to go down and have some paracetamol, because I'm just in agony. So yeah, so it's likely I'm going to end up in Good Hope on Friday, and if I do, I'll take you with me and tell you what's happened. And probably I'll end up being admitted for IV antibiotics. Yeah, that's going to probably happen. So yeah, so I'm just feeling terrible and just not doing well. And I'm just watching TV now and stuff. Yeah. So if I remember anything else, because there isn't anything else to tell you except for what I've told you. So yeah, it's just unbelievably painful. So yeah, and this is what I'm doing. Watching that. It is now 12:05. And there's Snowball, Flopsy, Olden and Speedy. Then it's nice outside. And then I'm doing that. Yeah. And then that's my sandwich I'm gonna be eating. Yeah. So that is what I'm doing, and yeah, so if I remember anything else to tell you or whatever, I will catch up with you then. So yeah, until then, until I remember anything to tell you, I will see you in the following clip. Hello everyone, I'm back, and as you can see, we are in the car because I've had I've had to have, I found Good Hope, APPS&GAMES, and they told, because I've got 1 blood in the urine and 2 I'm like shaking a bit due to a fever, and so yeah, them 2 mainly, and 3, I'm not reading as much as I usually do, and I'm not drinking as much as I usually do and eat as much as I usually do because of my severe nausea due to the pain, and I did nearly vomit about an hour ago due to the pain, but I didn't, which was okay. So I've just finished on the phone to the 111, and then she said, and then she said to go straight to hospital without delay because she thinks I've got a kidney infection that is getting worse. So she's told me to go and get checked over, and I told her about the scan, which was normal, but she still thinks it's a kidney infection getting worse. So yeah, and so we're going to Good Hope now, and to see what can happen, like to see what they can do and some other things. But at the moment we're here. My dad's getting petrol at the moment, and I'm in my new night clothes and house coat, and I'm just freezing cold, and I'm not feeling very well at all with my side, and I just feel sick. I just feel terrible, really, really terrible. I've never felt like this in my entire life. With all the other kidney infections, I've never felt like this. But it's just that's why I'm going to get checked. So and I will try and keep you informed with how it's going. So I'll try and keep you informed, and if not at the hospital, probably on the way home if I get discharged. So and the number one thing is not to have a cannula. That's the number one thing. Number one thing. So don't know what else to really tell you until I know more about what's going to be happening. So this is where we are. And then I'm drinking this. That is what I'm doing. And if I remember anything to tell you, or if there's anything up to date to tell you, or if I remember anything, I will keep you informed. And until then, I will see you in the following clip, because I've told you everything to update you, and can't remember anything else, because I told you how I feel and where we're going. So I will see you in the following clip. So, hello everyone. I do apologise I didn't finish yesterday's vlog, but it was a nightmare because the last clip was me going to the hospital. So I will tell you that and also to tell you to when I came home late at night due to my mental health. So I'm gonna tell you everything. When I got there, I went in and booked in, and I was sent straight round to Majors. Then I was seen, it was quite busy, but I was seen within the hour, not within the hour, within half an hour, or an hour, yeah, within half an hour to an hour. And I told them everything, and told them why I came and what I was given, and yeah. So then the doctor came in and I told her again, and she said to do a urine sample and blood tests to just double check I haven't got an infection or whatever, or the infection's gone or whatever. So yeah, she took the blood tests. I was then sent round to CDU to wait for the blood tests. Then I think took about 2 hours, so about 7 o'clock we received the blood tests. It kind of went downhill then, because they said there was no infection in the blood tests and in the urine dip, but I just kept crying, and I kept like getting really, because I was really depressed at the time, and I didn't mean to take it out on the doctor, but I did. And I just kept saying, why am I in this much pain then, why this, why that, why this, and I just kept arguing. But in the end the doctor made a plan and said that she was going to send a letter to the GP to send me to the pain management, like to help control the pain better. Then she said that she was going to, like, with I think some other things, but I can't remember. But then it kind of went downhill, because when my mum went out to speak to the nurses and that, after she's had a word with me and stuff, saying to go home and stuff, I then started to self-harm. I grabbed the bed plug and I just kept like scrubbing it down my bad arm, like this arm here that I'm holding the camera in, and then it just started to bleed and bleed and bleed and just bled. And then the doctors were called, and they was trying to take the plug off me, but I wouldn't let it go. But I was in a bipolar attack at this time, and they called security because I was lashing out, and they called security. They had to restrain me on the bed, and because I was trying to strangle myself with the lead, they finally got the lead off me. And then because I was lashing out, still trying to get out from restraining them, because I hate being restrained, because I just feel like I'm in a really bad space at the time, like it feels like I'm being restrained, just like, I don't know what it feels like, but I just hate being restrained. So then by accident, I didn't know, but a nurse came behind me and I kicked her by accident, and then because I was calming down then after my mum was talking to me, I was then let go and I had to be wheeled round to minors or majors to have my arm looked at, and I was going to get weighed in, but no, I didn't want them. Then apparently I assaulted the nurse, but I didn't assault her, all I did was kick her. So that, it was just, I don't know what happened there. So they was going to get the police involved, but I didn't want them involved. So then they cleaned my wound up and put a bandage on it, and then I just went, and because of that happening, I've got like a red card to all the hospitals now because of that happening. But yeah, so I went to the car and I came home, and because I wasn't in a good place, I phoned the police to come and section me, and they brought ambulance with them, and I went, and when they came I talked to them, and then they brought me into the ambulance to do checks because they couldn't do it in the house. So yeah, and I was sitting on the stretcher at the time, and they done all the checks, and and then they was getting in contact with everyone, and they got in contact with the polyester, and I was then took there, and it was about 10 o'clock at this time, and then when we got there we sat in the room, and then the mental health doctor, psychiatrist, social worker and someone else came in. I talked it all out with them and everything like that. I talked it all out with them, and I did want to be admitted, but then when they came back they made up a thingy to say that they'll get the home treatment team to come out every day, and then get a doctor to come out once a week and do it as long as it takes to get back to being good and a normal life. So yeah, and once that was all arranged, we then made it home for 12 o'clock, and we had something to eat, and then we just went straight to bed. And yeah, so we went straight to bed, and that's it. So yeah, So the question of the day today is, have you ever had to be sectioned under the Mental Health Act? And if so, where did you end up going? So yes, so basically that's it, and I will see you in the next vlog.
I can